If you're over 50 and knee pain is making daily life harder, things like walking, climbing stairs, even standing, I'm here to tell you it shouldn't hurt all the time. But a lot of people suffer and they don't do anything about it, or if they do the wrong exercises and it could even be making it worse. The good news is though, you don't need painkillers or surgery in most cases. Just these 5 simple moves that I'm going to share with you in a minute will help reduce pain, strengthen your knees, and hopefully keep you moving with ease. I'm Gavin, and for the last 10 years, I've co-owned New Zealand's only fitness studio for people over the age of 40 with my business partner who's a physiotherapist. And together we've helped hundreds, if not thousands of clients relieve knee pain naturally with these exact exercises. In fact, I've personally had 8 knee surgeries. This is my knee just up in the corner there. And at the time, I wasn't able to do an awful lot. But now I'm up to running half marathons, triathlons, squatting and deadlifting as if I had no pain whatsoever. So stick around, I'm going to share with you the 5 exact exercises that I use for myself and for my clients to help relieve knee pain naturally. Now, for the most part, okay, I don't know what exact knee pain you've got, but for the most part, simply strengthening the muscles surrounding the knee, the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, the tibialis anterior muscles, usually we can get a significant amount of relief with our knees, all right? So the first thing we're going to do, okay, is literally extending the knee forward. And the reason we do that is that the muscle in the front, this quad muscle there, actually deteriorates a lot faster than the other quad muscles, which means that it doesn't support the knee as well as it could do. So the first thing we need to do is actually get some activation for that knee muscle, that VMO muscle, right? And the way you're going to do it is simply sit into a chair. I like people to sit back into the chair. You're going to lift up your leg a little bit. So you're going to get a little bit of hip flexor work as well. And you're going to extend your knee. And you're going to extend the knee so you feel that muscle tighten up in the leg, right? So when you do this way, you just squeeze it and you're going to feel that muscle tense up. And then you're going to drop it back down again. And extend it forward and squeeze. Keep that toe up nice and high. Take it back down. And you're going to repeat this for about 10 to 15 reps. And you're going to really start to feel that muscle burn on the inside, which is fantastic. Once you've done that exercise, what we're going to do, we're going to move over to a wall, stable wall, and do something called a wall sit. Now, the wall sit exercise is a little bit harder on the body, okay? And what I want you to do is come and sit your back against the wall, and you're going to drop yourself down. Now, if 90 degrees is too hard or causes some pain, that's okay. Come up to about 45 degrees, right? We don't need to fall flat on your bum, right? And what you're going to do, you're going to put your legs forward, so your knees and your ankles are under each other, stacked on top, and you're going to lift up your big toes in your shoes. And that's going to push that weight back into the quads, and you're going to feel the tops of your muscles light up, okay? And the reason this is a static hold, and a static hold is so important because it doesn't put that joint through movement, which could cause some pain. But you are going to get the benefit of strengthening those quad muscles, which is going to be absolutely critical for you to strengthen your knees and relieve your pain. You want to be holding this exercise for about 30 seconds, all the way up to a minute if you can. Once you get to a minute, you want to be dropping down a little bit closer this way and a little bit lower to the floor, and you're going to make it harder, and you're going to repeat the process again. So every step becomes a little bit easier. You can adjust it downwards or add a weight to make it a little bit harder to keep on challenging yourself. The next exercise I'm going to show you is going to predominantly work on the glute muscles, okay, which is the bum muscles essentially. And what we're going to do this way, we're going to do it individually. So you're going to hold a surface or a wall this way. You're going to lean into it just a little bit. I'm going to give you a different angle in a second. And what I want you to do is brace yourself with your arms. So you're not sort of moving into the wall this way. Chest up nice and tall, and you're going to lift your hip back. And when you lift your hip back, you're going to feel a contraction up in your glute there. And that is exactly what you want. You're going to hold for a second, and you're going to bring it back to the floor. You're going to swap sides and do it that way, okay? If you feel it in your lower back, then you're not contracting your glutes, and just work on this exercise, because as soon as you start to work it and feel it, you know it's doing the right thing. But a couple of key things: brace yourself against that pillar or the wall, chest up nice and tall, and just lift that one leg back, okay? Try not to lean forward. And again, you're going to do it. And you're going to alternate back and forth for about 20 to even 30 reps, okay? Move it to the side just a little bit for you. Coming this way, so you can see I'm braced at the top. I'm going to lift it up. So my body isn't moving this way, it's just my leg. You're going to get that glute activation right up the top, all right? Drop it back down and drop it that way. So once you've done that exercise, we're going to move on to the next one, which is actually going to be calf raises, okay? So the calves are the muscles at the back of there, okay? And they all link into the knee. So if you can strengthen those muscles around it, it's going to go a long way to helping that pain, all right? So what you're going to do, again, you're going to hold on to the wall, keep yourself nice and braced. And all you're going to do, you're going to stand there and lift up nice and high, get those muscles working really hard. So come up as high as you possibly can. A lot of people I see can't actually get very high, okay? And that's a really big deal because it means that they haven't got the full range of movement. So your job is to try and push as high as you possibly can every single time. The higher you get, the more of a contraction you get in that calf. It's like a knot. It feels like a knot, and that's a good feeling that you want. Come back down again, slowly, rest, and straight back up. And then repeat that thing for about 12 to 15 reps. If you can do 20, then that's fantastic, but we just need to be getting that 12 to 15 rep range. Last exercise that we're going to do, you're going to need a resistance band, very simple resistance band like this, okay? And this is going to work two muscles at the same time. It's going to work on your hip flexors, okay? And your hip flexors are responsible for bringing your hips up. And then the other side of the coin, every time you lift up your leg this way, the other leg is working hard to keep you stable as well. And this is called a closed kinetic chain exercise, which means that all the muscles are on the floor and they're contracting at the same time to support the muscles in the leg, all right? Without getting too complicated. The other muscle that are going to work is called the tibialis anterior muscle, okay? And that's going to help prevent your foot dropping as well and keep this muscle nice and strong, which is the front of your leg, which is going to prevent things like, shin splints or balance and things like that, okay? So this exercise is a really good one and does a double whammy. So what you're going to do, you're going to stand on the band this way, okay? If you need something to hold on to, that's totally fine. Get back into view here. But all you're going to do is you're going to lift up. So you're going to feel, so obviously if you let your foot drop, the band will fall off, but this is going to work on that front muscle there. And you're going to feel, the hip flexors start to work as well. And then you're going to feel this leg start to burn at the same time. So you're getting a whole thing going on. Balance is key, right? And you're going to swap it over. Hold for a second, as long as your balance allows, and repeat. And you're going to do this again for about 20 to 30 reps. Each side counts as one rep, okay? And then once you've done that routine, you can repeat it again and maybe a third time if you want to, okay? But again, like I promise, if you do these exercises consistently, and consistency really is the key, you're going to see a significant relief in your knee pain. If the knee pain does nag though and keeps on being there, you probably need to go and speak to a specialist as well to get some independent advice based on your situation. Now, I am giving away everything I've spoken about. I know is a lot. I'm going to package it up in a nice PDF for you. So if you drop a comment below saying knee pain, I will send you that PDF across to your email and you can keep it and follow it at your own pace. So that is it from me, guys. There's a video up in the top corner which I think you may like. So click on that and have a look. And I will love to see you on the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.